Alright, Thompson, give me the short version. We're completely stumped so far. We've examined everything in the room, no leads. You're wasting my time, Thompson. Just tell me what you know so far. We know that sometime last night, the front door was broken in, and that this woman was poisoned. It seems forced, as if she was held down while they stuck her with a needle. Oh, I stopped listening to you as soon as I finished talking. I've already figured this whole thing out. Obviously, the murderer was the neighbor, whose name was Steve, and who, well, any reasonable person could tell, was having an affair with the victim. How could you possibly have everything figured out already? You haven't seen the body, you definitely haven't seen the murder weapon, and we don't even have an autopsy. I feel bad for you, Thompson. It must be awful being that stupid. Well, I can tell that the neighbor killed this old bag of bones because of this mug that was on that table. Oh, I get it. You saw some indication the mug must be the neighbor's, and therefore they're the murderer.
Actually, that's my mug.
Well, we can see that mug rhymes rug, which the victim is currently on. And what else was the victim on? That's right, poison. And poison, more like daughter, and Poseidon's daughter. Well, she was obviously...
Sonia, the daughter of Demeter.
That's right. So we can get from Demeter to Demille, because this is American. And in 1985, the best runner of the mile in Britain was Steve Cram. So we can deduce that Steve must be the name of the neighbor. Check what the neighbor's name is. That explains how you know the name, but not how you know it's the neighbor. Do I have to explain everything? Fine. Steve Cram, like he's cramming for a test, which is likely in biology, and biology studies animals, and the horse is an animal, and horses say neigh, neighbor starts with neigh. I hope you know you sound completely idiotic. Don't get me wrong, I followed your logic, but there's no way you can figure out who the murderer is based off seeing Jerry's mug on the table. I don't expect you to understand. These concepts are a little above you.
The neighbor's name is indeed Steve.
I can't believe this. Alright, I'll humor you, detective. How do you know they were having an affair? Please, don't humiliate yourself, Officer Thompson. We can all see this box of tissues right here.
How the hell does that tell you they're having an affair?
Tissues are used when someone cries, and crying rhymes with trying, and the Italian word for I try is cerco. Now the Spanish word cerco means to siege. So we can assume that Steve was sieging the victim. Now if he was sieging her, then we know he was keeping food from coming in or out. So someone must have been providing the food. We can assume that Steve was providing the food. So that means Steve was spending a lot of time here. Now, time rhymes with Lyme, and Lyme disease is a disease you get from ticks, and ticks are parasites.
So they were living off each other, like people who are in affairs.
Exactly. I'm glad somebody has at least some brains around here. You're not making any sense. None of what you're saying will hold up in court, and I can't do anything with the information you've given me. God, I cannot believe the chief suggested you, of all people. You're clearly delusional, and all of you are idiots.
Murder is a strong accusation. Do you have any evidence that shows that Steve here is the murderer? Ugh, I've seen enough. Lock this filth up.
No, how could I have left so much evidence? It was so obvious. Really? He could... No, he...
What? Sorry to waste your time, Detective. This is clearly a suicide.
I don't do suicides. They're bad for my health.
And what exactly happened here, Detective?
Isn't it obvious? Here, let me spell it out.
Oh, I get it.
Chief, figured out who the victim is.
Who is he?
It's this one right here, sir. Oh, I know this man. Judge Lauren Order.
Sirs, we found a piece of paper next to the body on the desk.
Rats. It's written in code. Obituary, death, Abby Winters. Her husband will live on with his 3 other wives. What does it all mean?
I'm not sure, but obviously this man had something to hide.
What's he hiding? That's a mighty fine comb you got there.
Oh, this old thing? Picked it up off a crime scene a few years back. The lady wasn't in need of it anymore.
Was she dead?
Just bald.
That's unfortunate.
Hey look, a weapon.
Where?
Right here on the desk. I totally saw that. What do you make of this?
Well, make a hat, make a plane, make myself a unicorn.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. It's all coming together. I just need the final piece of the puzzle. Here you go. Oh, thank you. There we go. Now I have a clear picture.
Did anybody hear that?
What you probably heard was the wood creaking from supporting the weight of the body for this long. Chief, how long until more of your men come to take the body to autopsy?
Shortly. One of our best officers will be here.
I am here.
Oh, Officer Shortly, I didn't see you there. Wait for Thompson before you move anything.
Did anybody see that?
See what?
It moved.
Humor him, go check the body. What the? What?
It came back to life.
Nonsense. What you experienced was clearly just nerve spasms. See? It's clearly already dead. Although I suppose we won't know the cause of death until we get the autopsy report.
I've been informed that my man has come to move the body. Thompson!
Thompson.
Detective.
Chief.
Detective.
Thompson.
Chief
Detective. Thompson.
Thompson.
Detective.
Thompson.
Chief. Detective.
Detective?
Chief.
Oh, Chief.
Detective.
Detective.
Chief. Chief.
Thompson.
Thompson.
Detective.
Chief.
Chief.
Detective.
Thompson.
Thompson. Chief. Thompson, you know the detective?
Yes, our case yesterday went quite well. Yes. What are we dealing with?
We got a suicide, potential zombie outbreak, and then an attempted suicide.
Can't win them all, can you, Detective?
I don't know what you're insinuating.
You don't do suicides.
Of course I don't do suicides. If I did the suicide, it would be a murder.
Alright, enough chit chat. Thompson, you got a job to do. You would shortly take the body downtown.
Right. Normal suicide procedures, Chief?
Yeah, but I want this one off the record. Last time you broke my priceless queen record. Right. Careful with that body.
Well, it would seem my record is still perfect.
Exactly. And we couldn't have done it without you.
Always glad to help. I am the greatest detective the city has ever seen. After all, I've never been wrong.
Looks deep enough for you. It's good enough. Did it?